desert flow. Hash in the hush of a frozen town. Snow on the roof, but the core's burned down. Maple on pancakes, wallet on fire. Frost on the glass, clocks running higher. Canada night, sky sharp as steel. Numbers go brrr, this is how it feels. We're mining in a hailstorm, hearts on boost. Monero in the wallet, cut it loose. Hey, Zephyr in the pipeline, charts go zoom. Frostbite fingers in a neon room. Canada cold, but the grid runs hot. Snow blind eyes on the payout spot. Maple in the mug, geese fly by. We're mining in a hailstorm. Touch the sky. Parkas on chairs, cables on floor. Latency low, give the cluster more. CPU choir in a midnight race. Breath turns to mist in the server space. Goose track stamped in the drift outside. Salt on the steps, we don't go for a ride. We just chase blocks in the northern dark. Every new share is a tiny spark. We're mining in a hailstorm, hearts on boost. Monero in the wallet, cut it loose. Oh, yeah. Zephyr in the pipeline, charts go zoom. Frostbite fingers in a neon room. Canada cold, but the grid runs hot. Snow blind eyes on the payout spot. Maple in the mug, geese fly by. We're mining in a hailstorm. Touch the sky. Kick your
What is going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everything's all messed up right now. It's a complete mess. Absolute mess. So, what are you guys all up to? How's everyone doing today? Everything going good? Can you guys hear me all right? Is my volume okay? Everything's not all messed up. Let me check some stuff here. Do a quick roll call. See what we got in the house. What is happening? So, yeah, I'm trying OBS. Things are all messed up. I found a wolf head. I got a wolf head there. That's kind of cool, huh? How do you guys like the wolf head? So I was setting up OBS from scratch, and I was trying to go through Restream to broadcast multiple places, and it wasn't working. They kept saying YouTube was getting errors, so I don't know what was going on there. So then, whatever, I just went straight to YouTube, and now it's telling me I'm broadcasting in 3840 by 2160, which is not supported for this configuration. It's saying everything is poor quality, and I'm just, it's an absolute mess right now. Put a filter on or something. Audio is great. That's good. That's good. No Twitch. I know I can. I'll try to figure it out. I don't know why. It's the multi thing. So I'm like, okay, I just got to go live to YouTube. And then I seen YouTube changed everything. I can't make my own custom. Well, I don't remember how. They probably moved it where you make your own stream URLs and your own stream keys because you set up what it should stream at, and all that stuff is gone. So it's going by default. I just don't. I haven't used this for a while, and now I'm trying it again. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Zappirate saying 1080p 60. Did you get fiber? I wish. And Panda, Red Panda's in the house, says check out Discord. I see that message there. What was the date on that? I'm curious. So let's do a quick roll call here. I got a new interesting program, obviously, where you can see I'm a wolf, but Zapirate's in the house. We see Squirrel Master. What else do we got here? Continuing on, Squirrel Master Pie. Oh,
Nuclear power plant mining. Rod Potch is in the house.
Nice. What else do we got here? Scrolling on, we see, what is that? Red, Jasper Kane, 1730. What's happening? 306 Miner, 8. What's going down? Continuing on. We go, Crypto 31. What's happening? Of course, the Mr. Panda. We got Spec Mining. We got Squirrel Masters. We got More Complete. What is happening? Northern Crypto and Tech. What else do we got here? Going on. Oh, it just jumped on me. Bad Cat, I see you there. Crazy Seeker, I see you there. Rabid, show it. I could show it, I guess. I just gotta hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Show your message, or show, I don't know where that tweet was, but I could show your message if it's okay to open it up. I don't think there's anything in there. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Remember this, it was looking new Outlook. All right, so let me just adjust to see if my buttons work. All right, so I'm going to come into this. Boom, boom. All right, here we go. Yeah. So here we got, you can see, remember this? Here's an X where Hawk is like, you have no idea how wrong you are and how dumb this looks. This is not the bottom, but okay. And this is kind of, when was this? This is 25th. Oh, the end of December here. And I said downfall till the end of 2026. Bottom like every other cycle. And you have no idea how wrong you are and how dumb this looks. So let's just see. Ever since October, which is what we were saying was going to be the peak, let's just jump into this. And I got to find my, remember, coin market cap button. There it is. Coin market cap button here. Let's bring this up. And let's have a quick peek here. So let's look over the past 1 year, October. So I did that tweet where's that tweet? In December somewhere. Oh, over here somewhere. And obviously we're a lot lower, but you know, we're talking about October's all-time high peak and how it always falls. You know, the bottom will be 1 year from the all-time high. So October of this year is what we've always been saying will be the bottom of crypto, of Bitcoin. And, you know, that's where everyone says I'm wrong, 2026 super cycle. And so far, I do not see a single thing that is showing that this cycle is any different than any other cycle. Yeah. Oh, Michael Saylor bought this much. We got BlackRock in here. We got ETFs. We got all this other BS. Who cares? We've always said, ignore the world. Who cares what's going on? Follow the 4-year cycles and you're golden. We're going to probably crater down to a good 30 to 50K, 35 to 50K when we did those numbers there the other day by October. And then we'll start going sideways and moving up. So that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. So interesting term of events there. Nice, nice. So now I got to figure out where is my other buttons. This button? No, not that button. That button. All right, we're on that button. I have all my buttons set up. Everything's weird. I'm not used to them. So everything's gonna be messed up. How's the stream coming through though? I'm getting all sorts of poor quality of notifications and, you know, yellow video resolution lines all over the place. But how's it coming through to you guys actually? Is it decent? Is it clear? Is it buffering? Is it all over the place? Whoa, Rabid has transformed. You look totally AI. What are you talking about? This is me. I'm the Rabid wolf. I need to figure out how I can turn it red. This is Rabid. I'm Rabid. I'm coming for you. I got some other cool stuff here though. Let's just bring it back up into here. Oh, I got a button for that. I got to remember the buttons. I got to get used to the buttons. There we go. No, wrong button. There we go. So I got to bring up some stuff here. I could do all sorts of crazy stuff. Like, I don't know. What do you guys? Oh, I don't want to click the wrong ones because I'll totally dox myself. So I got to be careful with this. I got to be very careful with this. Yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't be playing with this right now, so I'm not going to touch anything else. I'm not going to touch. I'm just going to leave it as is. Actually, there's one I could probably be. Check this out. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Are you ready for this? Oh, it's not working. There we go. Oh, guys, who's this? Who am I? Yeah. Yeah. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Anybody know who this is? Anybody? Of course you guys do. So anyway, I don't know. I'm looking all over the place though. But anyway, come on. Yeah. I have it set to incognito mode. So if there's no filter playing, it won't show anything. But if I hit the wrong filter, it shows everything and changes stuff like hair and all this other crazy stuff. So I don't want that. Now I got to find my wolf again. Where's my wolf? Right here. There's my wolf. There we go. See, it stays green until it knows the filter's processed, but it could totally mess up. But there's all sorts of cool stuff in there. And I know one. Hold on. The little one and I were playing with this the other day, and it was freaking hilarious. So crap. Custom, no. What? Come on, go back to the lenses. Okay, exit. Okay, that's because I was in favorites. Where is it? Did these weird ones? No. What the heck? I can't find it. Oh man, can you go back? No, I don't want that. Close. That was close. That was a close call. I better not play with this because this could be bad. Where is it? Where's the banana? There we go. This one's kind of funny. Check this one out. Hey guys, I'm gonna talk a banana. What do you think about this? Banana, banana. Who is the banana? The banana. Oh my gosh. I got it. Yeah, no. Banana. I could be the annoying orange if I wanted to. But anyway, we're going back to the wolf. Enough with this. We're going back to the wolf. Back to the wolf. We're good. No more playing around. Oh man. Okay, where is? Let's go back to live. There we go. We're back on live. Back to normal things. Let's go back to the chat. Let's talk about things. What's everyone up to? How's everyone doing? I see mine's some there. 44K bottom between now and April. Retest the lows in November if Republicans lose the midterms. Book market. What's the midterms? What's going on? What do you mean lose the midterms? Republicans have like tests or something? 44K bottom. Yeah, 44K though. But you think it's happening way sooner. It'll be interesting. Point is, we could possibly go to 44K, which is, around the 35 to 50K, which I think would be around October, but Mindsum is dictating it'll happen by April. That's a huge crash. Imagine if that happens by April. That's like 2 months away. And we're at what? What are we at in Bitcoin prices here right now? We are at, where is my coin market cap button? There we go. We're at 74K. So that's a huge downfall that we need to happen in order for 44K to happen in 2 months. That's crazy. That's jumping off a cliff right there. Jumping off an absolute cliff. But hey, you know what? If it happens, it happens. What's good old I got hash rate done no here. I got a button for that. I'm just curious. What are things looking like right now? What are things looking? Oh, what is this? A 5090 on what the heck is VE? What is this? Some new coin plop in out of nowhere? What the VE? Hold on, let's take a look. VE. It's not popping up here. What the heck is this? Meme hash. What is this algorithm? What are we looking at? And guys, Panda, what are we looking at here? What is this? What is this? Vecno. We got Vecno here. Okay, hold on. Come back in here. Vecno. It's not on mining pool stats. There's a Veco with its yes power. That's not it. Okay, interesting. I don't know what this is. So, and it's way profitable than everything else, but it looks like so. Some coin just popped up out of nowhere. I don't know what this is, but it looks like it's obviously for GPUs. We got a 4070 Ti Super. Now we're dropping down to like not making anything, but yeah, 3080s in here, 5 cents. So it looks like the 5090 is the only one really worth running. Everything else is pretty trashy in terms of profitability. I am at 12-cent power. Yeah, I don't know. I never heard of this coin. Where did it just flew in out of nowhere? You're too lazy to switch now. Yeah, I don't know. I'd never seen this. It wasn't here yesterday. I have no idea. No freaking idea. So anyway, profitabilities, well, for $4,000, $5,000 Canadian now because prices are going up. I don't think 28 cents is really, woohoo, let's go. We're rocking profit now. We're not. That's just bad. Bad news. Bad news there. All right, what am I going to look at now? I guess that works here. Okay, that one works here. What else do we got? Never tested it. Yes, you are 100% bananas. I am 100% bananas, right? We have to be a little bit kooky these days to still be in crypto. Do you agree? Disagree? It would be a good hangout again. Red Panda Miner for mines says 85% drawdown first cycle, 75% last cycle, 65% this cycle. That makes sense. It is getting smaller. Have you worked the numbers the opposite way, Mindsum, on the gains that each cycle gets? Because I haven't really worked like this, like in 2017, we've seen a huge increase, like 10x or something. I don't remember what it was, maybe it was 2013 or whatever, 10x, but you know, every cycle it's less and less. Like I think last time was only like a 3 or 4x maybe. This cycle might have only been like a 3x also or something. So it's been slowing down in terms of how much money you actually make cycle to cycle from bottom to top. Now it's interesting to see the tops to bottoms, how you did it reversed on how much it drops. Now I never did do the numbers on how much it actually goes up in terms of multiple gains. So that's another one to figure out. And it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. What do we got here? Would it be to hang out? Got some good restaurants. Did anyone answer on how the video quality is actually doing? Is it like buffering everywhere and pausing, or is it okay? I'm just curious. Though I believe those streams have been long deleted. More complete. What is that? What is that going up? Angry orange face. Yeah. Mine's up 44K. Panda docks himself through reflections. Yeah, I remember that. And I doxed myself on a power supply box shininess. And that's what I remember that. Panda came into the live stream. And was like, I heard I came in to see, I heard that Rabid looked like a guy from Game of Thrones or something. That's when I had my long hair. I don't have long hair anymore. But when I did, yeah, I guess I kind of did look like a Game of Thrones person at the time. But yeah, I know some people seen that dox effect. I remember seeing that too. It's like time just stopped. I remember having the camera in front, showing people, you know, oh, here's this power supply, and it still had that glossy plastic on it, and I go down, I go to tilt it, and all of a sudden, boom, I see my face there, and it's like time just froze. I'm like, oh crap, that just happened. And yeah, that was crazy. Finally, I could read the text in the video. What? Text in the video? What text? There's text? There's text in this? What are you talking about? Text in what video? Is it captioning the live stream as well? It shouldn't be. I don't think. Yeah, I have it set on ultra low latency, so it does not support closed captions, 1440 and 4K resolutions. I need to up the latency for it. Oh, my background picture and stuff. Oh, it was all blurry before? So it actually is coming in a lot clearer, and it's not buffering or anything? Okay, that's decent. That's decent. All right, that's good to know. It's good to know. That maple glazed beard, though. Maple glazed beard. What do you guys think about the newer intro song? The Mining in a Hailstorm. What do you guys think about that? No panda buffering going on. The stuff you put on screen, I think the fumes are setting in. Yeah, the fumes are getting in a little bit there. What do we got? Background pictures and stuff. You can see the pirate. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You're watching a 1440p 60. Really, 1440 and 60 frames just fine. It's wow. This thing says closed it says an ultra low latency, which it's on. It says does not support closed caption, 1440p and 4K. So you're watching at 1440 and it's telling me that 1440 isn't supported. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'll just ignore all the warnings and just keep streaming like this if it's working, I guess. Well, I don't know. Okay, let's chat some crypto. Yeah, let's do some crypto stuff. What's going on, Rabid? Hardware costs, marketing trends, mining info, and trade secrets. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah. So trade secrets. Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. If we come into the Bitcoin thing right here and we go into here, that's mining post stats. Oops, I need coin market cap. So we can see we're going down. So not financial advice. Sell everything. Sell it all. Wait for a few months, end of the year, buy it all back. All right, that's crypto tips 101 right there. End of the cycle is here. Bear market's coming in, and it's over. So not financial advice. Do what you feel right. Don't really do that unless you think that's what's happening. That's what I really feel is happening. So I don't have any Bitcoin left. It's gone. See you later. Bitcoin, I hold 0 Bitcoin right now because what you're holding is going down, and it's going to be going down at least another 40 to 50% probably over the next few months. Obviously, we're going to see some rebounds and ups and whatever's, but it's going down to nothing. Mindsum says, to answer your question about next top, trend line shows approximately, that's it? That's not very big, especially for the block reward only being slightly over 1. Miners are going to have a rough time next crypto cycle if it only pumps to 180. That's going to be interesting. But let's see here. So markers are looking like 180, and if it say drops to about 45 or so, let's go 180 divided by 45. That's a 4x. 4x. Interesting. 4x. So what do you guys feel about a 4x in Bitcoin? That's getting in at the bottom. Now, do you gamble it away? Is Kaspa going to go to $1 next cycle? Is Kaspa going to be dead next cycle? We've seen another pool is dropping. DX pool drops Kaspa and Ergo, so that sucks. That's a hit to some people. What's actually, you know what is Kaspa's hash rate right now? Kaspa hash rate, 2 miners. Let's take a peek at this. Where's a good one to look at? That one. Nope. I guess we can look at this one. So 439.6 petahash. 439. Now let's just take a look at here. What were they at? All right. So Kaspa do 104. Wow. They lost an entire exahash of hash rate. Or not entire. Yeah, they lost. They're at 1.45 exahash. Now it's 439 petahash, which is 0.43 exahash. So yeah, they lost 1 exahash of hash rate. Guess what, guys? They're still talking about it on Twitter on how it's more decentralized, how great Kaspa is. They have no hash rate. They lost, I don't even know what this is. Like, what is that? 60, 70% of their hash rate? And they're still saying how great they are. Like, this is probably all Mara mining it at this point. Like, there's no miners left on this freaking coin, and the emissions continue to drop. Like, what is the emissions of Kaspa right now? Kaspa is at $93,000. 93. Go to mining pool stats button here. Yeah, $93,000 is all Kaspa's paying now. That is pretty rough. What is it like? Obviously there's not too many. It's still 7th place in there, but remember, this used to be at like what, $3 or $4 million that Kaspa is falling. Now it's only 93,000. They have reduction in those emissions. They have it's only at 3 cents or something. Yeah, it's like the price is crumbling. It's insane, absolutely insane. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, 0.31 cents. That is crazy. And remember, this could have went to, I can't remember. If you look at alts, they usually drop 90 to 95%. This could have went to like $3 to $5 or something, and it would still be down to less than 5 cents from the typical altcoin crash. So, yeah, 3 cent Kaspa. How about that? Did you guys expect to see 3 cent Kaspa again? Like, oh my gosh. That's insane. I know there's a lot of miners out there that have 600,000, over 1 million, that were really expecting this to explode, and it's cratered. They've had, like, I don't even know what that is. Let's say when it was like 18 cents, let's say 600,000. So I think Greater Good at the time he had 600,000 Kaspa, and that was a long time ago. So he has a little bit more. Actually, probably only has an extra 10,000 at this point because Kaspa was so hard to get at this point. But let's just say times that by, let's say, 18 cents at that time. That was $108,000. Which is now worth $18,000. Wow, from $108,000 down to only 18. That's gotta hurt. It's like, hopefully it comes back up, but like, oh, this is the thing we talked about. Like, what are the emissions gonna be at? Let's take a look at this. By the next bull run, let's just take a look at Kaspa emission schedule. Kaspa emission schedule. Let's take a look here. So yeah, do I have anything bigger for this? I guess that one, nothing really. Okay, we'll just go with that. So 2029 in theory would be the next one. Now it might pump towards the end of 2028. We'll see. So let's just say end of 2028, because that'll obviously be more emissions than 2029. So let's just say, sometime end of 2028 here. So yeah, in here. Let's say November. I have no idea. We don't know. December, November, whatever. We'll go December. So where's the coin? Block. Is this the block or what? 4.5? 4.5. That's crazy. So so 4.5 every second. Remember, divide that by 10. So it'll be 0.45 because of the 10-second blocks, and it could be divided by 100 by them. But anyway, the point here is the block reward will be 4.5 once per 1 second. So we got 86,400 coins. We're going to times that by 4.5. Yeah, 4.58 coins. That is 395,000 coins per day. Per day. So let's times that by the current price right now. 3 cents. Holy crap. Oof. That's going to hurt. If Kaspa is still at 3 cents at this time, the emissions is only $11,000. Who's going to be mine? Like, that's still decent compared to a lot of coins, but seriously, think about it. $11,000 is all this coin's been paying at 3 cents. Let's just take a look at, let's go to 20-cent Kaspa. $79,000. 40-cent Kaspa, 158. 50-cent Kaspa, 197. Like, okay, let's just come into here. At those emissions, and Kaspa hits 50 cents, it is still, in terms of emissions, like it's decent. So let's see, what is it? 197, so 200. Right in here. It's almost where Monero is right now. And that's at Kaspa at 50 cents. 50-cent Kaspa. Like, that's a huge gain. And no block rewards. Like, miners still won't want to really mine it, even at 50-cent Kaspa. That's going to be insane. Plus, we're going to have Bitmain with a whole bunch of stuff like, it was do or die. They thought it was a good idea to implement such high emission schedule because for some reason they thought it would be, where's my post stats? They thought, probably the price would pump and it'd be going to the moon because there's no emissions left so fast. But we're seeing that that's not the case. That's not happening. All that's happening on Kaspa is miners are leaving. They're flocking away. See you later. We're out of here. So, yeah, I don't know. That's it. I hope it does good. I don't even know what to say. Like, I still got some Kaspa, obviously, because it's not worth selling at this point. So hopefully 50-cent Kaspa would be awesome. But to continue mining the chain, Kaspa's going to have to go to like a couple dollars in order to be worth mining, especially new miners are going to be emerging, and it's just going to be insane. Kaspa's definitely dying. Ethereum Classic still didn't do nothing. We're in really rough times right now. Great time. Yeah, there's Panda right there. Great times we were in. Great times. Crypto Jar, what's up? Big fan. Crypto Jar, what's Crypto Jar got going on? This is painful to watch. So sad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I know my streams suck and stuff, and it is sad to watch my live streams. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, it's rough. It's really rough out there. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, there isn't really much to say. Like, we are in rough times. Absolutely rough times. It's horrible. A fail. Peace, bros. Love you all. I gotta go. Kid is home because he had a huge gash in his head from a oh no. See you later, Panda. Yeah, that sucks. Hopefully he's all better. Hopefully he's better. Kaspa is slowly dying, in my opinion. I think so too. I agree. I think Kaspa is coming to a failed end. But obviously time will tell. We'll see what happens. Like, they do have the tech. They are nice and fast. It's there, but I really think their emissions hurt them a lot. I really do think that's the case. It was way too fast. Miners jumped on board so fast, and then now no one cares about it anymore, and no one's coming to it. Miners aren't talking about it. It's not getting any PR whatsoever, and the PR it is getting is bad PR. So yeah. You ROI'd your entire farm off your Kaspa sell-off. Nice. That's awesome. Back in the day, though, a lot of things got ROI'd and paid off and stuff from Kaspa if you sold at the time when Kaspa was early, like the early ASIC side, maybe even before if you're on it earlier with GPUs, and then it pumped to that 20 cents or so, or 22 or whatever it did, yeah, a lot of people made a lot there. But at this point in time, it's rough. You think Ice River helped? I don't know if it's actually Ice River. You know, a lot of people say ASICs is good. No, like look, that's the thing though. People that compare, a lot of people that say ASICs are good is people that like to compare themselves to obviously to Bitcoin and stuff. And Bitcoin too is a good prime example and stuff of that. Ergo was a prime example where they think that same difficulty range where Bitcoin adjusts every 2 weeks is a good idea. Well, it works for Bitcoin. Yeah, but Bitcoin has so much dedicated hash on it that, you know, they lose an exahash of hash. It don't matter. When these other chains do it, like they only have a couple petahash online, and then a big exahash guy comes on and drops off, the chain is stuck forever. And GPUs moved over to Ergo, as we saw before, after the ETH merge, and Ergo was stuck forever. So, you know, going back to the ASIC thing, I don't think it was Ice River's fault. It was just that the profitability was so high with these ASICs that the FOMO came in. And what really turned miners away, and I use the Kaspa Alephium thing side by side, because to me it makes sense. You explain why a lot of people don't really like ASICs and stuff anymore. It's Kaspa plus Alephium. So in my mind, if you never heard me explain this before, is Kaspa came along, it hit the first ASICs, and it was extremely profitable. Ice River was new. We didn't know about them. Some people took the gamble, and the ones that did, obviously it paid off huge for those early people that, you know, spent their money on a gamble, and it worked. They made a lot of Kaspa. Now, Alephium came in with the same thing. We had Bitmain miners, Ice River miners, first ASICs over GPU hardware. Everyone's like, Kaspa all over again. Let's do this. And this time, everybody bought, not just sat back and waited to see how it goes. Everyone just FOMO'd in at the same time, right out of the get-go. ASICs sold out within a week or so. Like, it was ASAP gone. And then all that hash rate nailed at once. And guess what happened? It was instantly not profitable because of that. So we went from super profitable Kaspa to instantly not profitable. Everyone that had Alephium ASICs, I don't even know if any of them really ROI. They're probably still going, oh gosh. And then new ones came out, and it was just absolutely horrible. So that's where a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not falling for this again, the Kaspa trick and, you know, the Alephium thing. But that's the major thing here where, you know, I think a lot of people fell from. So now it's about doing your due diligence. You think, hey, so many people are turned off by the markets right now. So many people are turned off from that thing that happened with Alephium, that some of these miners now that release are actually doing not too bad. Now, one I'm going to talk about for the most part, because it's only the really weird new coin that came out, and the rest didn't, was obviously that Pine box thingamajigger, whatever. So let's just come into here. Let's take a look. As we can see right here, let's just do a refresh, make sure it's all up to date, 12-cent power. So we can see this is the most profitable miner, the INI box, still based on that. You know, obviously it first started off as doing around 30-40. It lost 50% of its earnings, but mostly because of a price drop. But the hash rate hasn't gone up on the network at all. I think when I first got mine and started doing my tests, we were sitting around, like, what was it, 4.8 terahash. Now it's at like anywhere between 5 and 6. It's been bouncing off. So like we haven't even seen like an extra 20% of the network hash rate gone up, and it's been months since this was released. So this is something where, you know, people are like, no, I'm not buying these miners. It's not worth it. I'm not falling for it. And because of it, some of these miners are actually staying profitable. The AE3 has been here for freaking ever because nobody is buying this Aleo miner, but it's been, you know, one of the top miners for months as well. So it's interesting to say, if you pay attention to the market, people don't want to get these anymore, but they are profitable due to the fact that nobody wants them. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy them, because not everyone will go out and buy them, and obviously all that profitability and stuff will tank. And the X9, I think, is, by the time this thing finally releases, you know, Monero is going to be back down to probably under $200. I would not be pre-ordering an X9 because it'll probably only be making a couple dollars a day. Now, if you plan on mining Monero through the bear market and stuff, then I would highly recommend that miner, because that thing is still superior to any CPU mining farm you could build for the price as well as for the efficiency. That thing is an absolute beast. I want like 10 of them. I'm just kidding. I don't have the power for 10 of them, but I'm just saying, you know, it would be, I really need to get my hands on one of those when they release, but we'll see what happens because they're probably going to be in short supply, but we'll see what happens. But as for the rest of the ASICs, you know, I would probably stay away. Bitmain, the Z15 Pro, we talked about this. It's going to be a very, very rough one. As we know, when Zcash started pumping, they became extremely profitable. But, you know, 7-8 months ago, because I usually say 6 months ago, but this has been pumping now for a good 4 or 5 months or so. So about 7-8 months ago, you could buy these things for only like $50 to $100. And then they went up to like $9,000-$10,000 because of it. And people were paying for it. They were making $70, $80, $100 a day. Now they're down to only $15 a day. So rough times there. But the thing here is, once they were still on and Zcash was pumping, the profitability remained because there's no more miners out there. There's only a certain amount. They have not made this miner for a few years and they haven't sold it. Now all of a sudden that Bitmain noticed that a coin that never should have pumped started pumping. They decided to make a new batch. Now what's going to happen next time is now Zcash is supposed to be moving the proof of stake as well. So that's very bad. Now, the second thing is, you know, it might be years and years away before Zcash does it. Now, if it sees another pump again, like say next cycle, and it's not POS, there's going to be a lot more hash rate out there. So you're not going to be as profitable as you were this time. Even if Zcash goes to $600-$700 again, you're going to be making maybe 50% or even less. Like this might not see $40 a day again, even if Zcash hits $1,000 because of that new pre-order of Z15s. There's going to be more miners out there to actually turn on, when this time there weren't no miners out there. So Bitmain's making them again to try to capitalize on this, and people have been pre-ordering them, but for all we know, Zcash might never pump again. We have no idea. Like, let's just take a look at good old Zcash here, and like, let's just look at the all. No, obviously, I hope all these coins do well, especially for miners. And hopefully Zcash remains mining. But look at this. At one point in time when it first got listed here, it was like $4,200. But forever, it was only like this. Oh, it went up to 381 here. But for the most part, look at 50, 40, 60, 80, 100. 1, 2, 3, something again. But, you know, it's been dead forever. And then all of a sudden, it decided to do something again. It says 642 here. I do believe it went to like 7 something. Where's the high? I was gonna say all-time high 59, but that was 9 years ago, 2016. So we're not gonna see that, but you know, we might. What was it here? 703. So actually, it went, and this probably was like 750, 800 because I can't really, unless you zoom right in. But actually, the pump in 2018 was higher than what we just had now. But from 2018, this coin totally was ignored last cycle. So next cycle, it might not do nothing at all. And that means it might, you know, maybe every second cycle it does something. I have no idea. But by then, we'll probably be POS in 2 cycles. But for the most part, the next time this pumps, there's going to be a lot more hash rate on there. So sadly, the people that probably purchase this thing for $10,000 to $12,000 are probably not going to be ROI in anything. So rough. What else we got going out there? RXD Dragon Ball. Yes, Dragon Ball. That has got to be one of the absolute worst things ever to happen in crypto. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know if are they still like, what's the hash rate now on RXD? Radiant. We're sitting at 390. Like, did it ever come down and go up? Like, I don't even know, because this only goes back 7 days. But Dragon Ball, like, what were they doing? They were mining on their own machines for like ever, and then like months and months, just sucking up like 90% all the emissions, and then they're kicking back, you know, a kickback to the Radiant dev teams for allowing them to do it or something. So anyway. And then all of a sudden they got new hardware, so they sold their old hardware. That's when these Radiant ASICs came out, was their old hardware, so they could keep the new stuff. So now they're double making money on everybody. And like, it was just, that farm was just taking over the network. It was It was horrible times. Horrible times. That was the worst launch in the history. If you see Dragon Ball getting involved into a coin, stay far away. I believe Dragon Ball is what's with Nexa, isn't it? Stay away from Nexa. Yeah, anything Dragon Ball touches turns to nothingness. Zero. Doc McMiner says, why no alert of the stream? It should have had an alert. I set it up and everything for 11 my time, but I had a lot of issues getting my stream going and I didn't make it to the other one. So yeah, I don't know. What is this? Can I pull my, I guess I could. Timestamps? What is this? Oh, you got timestamps there. Top fans, participants. I don't know. Yeah, I got a lot. Like, yeah, I used to use Streamlabs. I've never used OBS, but now I tried setting up OBS from scratch, and I was going to try to stream to restream so I could get to 1080, for a lot cheaper. Because, it was like an extra $380 just to stream in 1080p there for a thing. I was like, no, I canceled that plan. So I'm going back to this and just using the default plan. But this way, I got to set up a new thing now to try to have guests. So now I gotta do a whole bunch of different stuff in the background to set OBS up for guests, which is possible, but I got a lot of things to do. Visuals are awesome. You like this? You like I want to turn the wolf head red though, but I don't know if they'll let me edit it, but I'll look into it. But yeah, we got the wolf head here. That means I don't need my mask, so you guys can actually understand me better. So that's good. And then yeah, we got the background happening, and we can do all sorts of stuff. So obviously, gonna go like this. When I play Ark, I think there's supposed to be a dinosaur head thing somewhere. I got to find that. So when I play Ark, I can be a dinosaur because it is a dino game. So that's going to be awesome. And I keep saying I'm going to live stream video games again on the Rabid Gaming channel, and I never get to it. But I will be doing it, guys. I will be doing it. So bear with me. We'll be doing it. Subscribe to Rabid Gaming so we can play games together. And I want you guys to play with me. More people, the better. So you guys should get Ark Survival Evolved because it's freaking awesome. Love the way it blinks. Yeah. Well, it follows my face, so it blinks when I blink. And see, when I open my mouth, watch, open it. Yeah, it kind of follows me like that. And the headband. Well, what's going on, guys? What's happening? Okay, eyes open, close, open, close. Yeah. So I don't know. It kind of works. So yeah, a lot of stuff there. I'm trying to set up these things. Try to gain. Yeah, I get more visual stuff. Actually, I'm just talking away, so I should probably be on this one. Boom! There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let me adjust this a little bit. Bring me up a little, maybe. There we go. Down. There we go. All right. Hit the likes, guys. Smash that like button. If you start looking, I'm out. I can't do that. I'm too, no, not doing that. That's crazy. Oh boy, that's insane. Start licking you. I don't even want to repeat what you just said. Don't want to even repeat that. All right, what else do we got here? You didn't know about what? Crypto Jar is saying, am I alone here? What's the Thatch? Thatch saying afternoon. I see you. What's going on? So is it just me, or does Rabid look a little dogged today? Oh man. Rabid Gaming, bring it on. DR Driver for the win. Driver? That's effing awesome. I have gained 6 more sticks of RAM now. We only need 1 DDR5 to run. Nice. Rabid, what you streaming about? Crypto's dead. Mining sucks at free power. Yeah, I know. Crypto's rough everywhere. But that's okay. We got to just keep on going. Keep on going. Keep our heads up. We got to try to maintain some type of happiness, which is kind of rough. Oh boy. Visuals are pretty good. Nice. Awesome. Awesomeness. 73K BTC. Yeah, it's looking pretty freaking rough. But guess what? It's only going to go down more. That's right. It's only going to go down more. Let me just see here. Let's adjust it to that. Boom. Here we are. what are all these things in here? Why does it have that? Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. But yeah, 73K BTC. So, but we're gonna see a drop. It's gonna hit like, I don't even know. Freaking, what did we say it was? 45K, 50K, 35K. It's good. There's a lot more downage coming. A lot more downage. Hey Squirrel just started the hog. The hog? You managed to sell your and what? What'd you sell? You managed to sell all my LBCs. Oh, library. Oh, really? Library on Mexi yesterday. For some reason it pumped and I can't. Did it really? I don't even know if I LBRY library credits. Oh, it's not on here. Probably need CoinGecko for that, huh? What did it pump to? What did it do? Let's see. Let's try it. I'm gonna go to CoinGecko, I guess. CoinGecko. LBRY. Library credits right here, up 12%. Is this the right one? Is this the right library? It's not looking amazing. Huh. 91 cents at one point or higher. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting turn of events here. Interesting. What else we got there? Hope BTC holds at 67 to 70K, then maybe it'll pump again. Well, we can hope for it, but no, like I said, based on traditional cycles, which I'm still based this off because I have not seen one single thing hinting towards this being any different than any other cycle, other than the Twitter bot saying super cycle in 2026, which we definitely don't see happening right now. But yeah, time will tell. We'll see what happens. But I'm mentally prepared for Bitcoin to drop to about 35 to 50K by October-ish. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And that's what I'm prepared for. And we'll just have to go from there, see what things happen. It got delisted, but checked last 24 hours. More like stupid cycle. Yes, that is. Oh crap, it's a wolf. Yeah, you better watch out. Wolf is in the house. The wolf is here. A wolf ate rat. Oh man, yep. Yeah, Trump likes to mix up markets these days. Yeah, he won't get too involved into that thing, but it's pretty rough out there. Pretty rough for sure. We got 76 viewers, 31 likes, guys. Come on. Smash that like button. Let's do this. Rabid, you saying stack USDT? I don't know. Well, USDT, you can't really do anything here in Canada, so it's USDC here, but I don't even know. I wouldn't even be in stable coins because look at all what's going on with stable coins. Everyone's controlling it. Stable coins are not safe. What happened? Look what happened in Venezuela. The U.S. just decided to call up the Tether buddies there and said, "Hey, halt their Tether accounts," and boom, Venezuela can't use any of their Tether, their USDT. So, yeah, stable coins I would not recommend holding because they can be halted. Rabid werewolf out. Hey, do you guys like the wolf or what? You like the wolf? I do hope you all are doing well. I still mine Warthog. Oh, you're doing some really? Warthog has FPGAs though, doesn't it? Pretty sure Warthog's FPGA bound now. And you profitable there on your normal rig? I haven't touched Warthog for so long. I lost on my Warthog actually in the trade ogre thing. Not profitable. Not profitable. You're still buying it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. Sometimes they do glitch out, but I do have an incognito mode, and if it doesn't have a filter or anything applied or something's wrong, it goes to an automatic green screen. Like it doesn't work unless it's applied, because it does have a safe mode, incognito safe mode, for that very reason. But now if you accidentally turn that off and forget about it, then it's a different ball game. But yeah, I was wondering the same thing, and I did a bunch of research on this one to see, how it will prevail, and supposedly it'll be okay. But you know what? I'll probably dox myself one of these days here. But like, let's find some other stuff here. Like, what's all this VTube stuff? Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff here I could try. Nope, nope. Oh, if I click the wrong ones though, I'm totally doxed. That's the other issue. Totally doxed. Oh, this guy's kind of cute. Let's try him. See, there's the green screen as it swaps. There we go. Hey, this one, this I get. Maybe I'll play Ark with this one. Huh? Ah. Oh boy. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, I know. You guys know this guy. Hey guys. What's happening? I'm a little gremlin, short and stout. 8 after midnight. Now I'm a grouch. I don't know. Oh boy. What else do you got? I can be a little Minecraft guy. You guys like Minecraft? Anybody like Minecraft? Yo, what's happening? Minecraft in the house. Minecraft in the house. Oh, there's Annoying Orange. Hey guys, what's happening? I'm an Annoying Orange. I could be an Annoying Strawberry, monkeys, all sorts of crazy stuff. All right, let's go back to other stuff. Oh, my wolf back. There we go. Back to the wolf. Actually, I wonder. Oh, there's no red panda. There's no red panda, but they got a normal panda. Hey, what's going on? I'm Panda's cousin. How you doing? I'm Panda's cousin. All right, there we go. Back to the wolf. Back to the wolf. Oh no, you see my real face. Oh, great. I'm messed up now. There we go. Minor related, should people with average residential power cost even consider getting home ASICs that will never ROI? Well, the home ASICs, they're getting a lot better right now. 100%. They're leaps and bounds better than what they were last run. Like, all we had before was gold shell miners, which were the most expensive per hash rate. They were the least efficient thing by a lot, and home miners are just, getting bent over. The home mining game has totally changed since Ice River came on board. We got the Flu miners coming on board, so you're actually getting decent equipment now for cheaper and with efficiency. So it probably comes down to the mining hardware, honestly. Like, I don't even know. Like, script, I think, is like when we were talking to Hawk the other day, for the big guys to really get in the script, it sounds like the cost is too high for the price, because obviously, they ordered tens of thousands of hardware at a time. They don't just buy one or two ASICs or, little ASICs or anything like that. But I think for script, home mining is still good and decent, and most likely should ROI, especially, if you start mining some of that through this bear market as, hash rate starts falling off by the next run. But again, I don't know. But home mining is getting a lot better. But now when you're looking at straight up Bitcoin miners, I think the only chance home miners really have is probably trying to hit a block, which most likely won't happen. But it's it's there. The chance is still there. But when it comes to actually home ASICs, I'd probably I'd stick with, the flue miners and the bulk miners and because what they got that mini one. I never tried that one, but the numbers look pretty good on it. And like the flue miner L2s, L1s, they seem decent. And then the what's that one coming out? There's something coming out soon. I can't remember what it is. I don't remember. But those pretty much it seems like script is really all we really have for home miners right now. What is that? Should I sell 2 Nano 3Ss and trade for an L2 script? I don't know. That's up to you. Because obviously, like, you're just going to mine on a pool. You're going to try solo mining with that script miner. Like, in theory, obviously, if you hit a Doge block, that thing's ROI 2x over. So, and the odds are a lot higher in your favor to hit the Doge block than the Bitcoin block. But again, you never know. You could hit that. That's just like a little icon there. So you sell your Nano 3Ss, and what if you're the guy, digging away, your next chop, you hit the diamond. Like, that's the thing. Like, we look at our, like, here's one thing to look at also, let's kind of put it in perspective, because a lot of stuff's misleading when you look at things. Like, obviously, the chances of hitting a block is very extremely rare. Most likely not going to happen, but the chances are there. But if we come into my node, I just want to show you. We're going to come into here. I'm going to bring up this. Let's just go to my public pool. And like we can see my latest or my highest share here is 4.47 G. That was 2 weeks ago. Now, what we need to hit is, okay, I guess I got to put in my address to see that. So what we need to hit is a network difficulty share. So we need to hit a share worth 141.6 trillion or higher. And you can see my best is only 4.4. Now this is obviously nowhere near that. So I'm nowhere near hitting a block. But the thing here is it doesn't matter. The next block could be this block. It's not that this is slowly has to get up and closer to this number. It just needs to be this number. So just because I'm only at 4.47 G as my best difficulty so far, and say someone else hit one that was like 136 trillion, well, guess what? Me and him are still the same distance away from the block, because the share doesn't matter unless it's the one that finds this block. So this number here doesn't really matter, even though you see, oh, look at this is how difficulty of a share I hit. Oh, look at this. You see it posted places. You see it posted on Hash Watcher and stuff like that, which is, it's a nice thing to look at. But it doesn't matter. That number is worth 0. The only number that matters is hitting this. You could go from your first share could be this, and you could totally bypass every other share. Or, it could take forever and never hit this share. But the point is, your best difficulty share doesn't matter whether you're going up and someone else says, oh, well, I got one that's, 10 times higher than yours. That doesn't matter. That's still not a block. My next share could be the block, and the other guy might never get the block and stuff like that. So don't be misled, misjudged, and feel down because you see all these other people hitting all these high difficulty shares when it doesn't matter. And that's the other thing. You ever use nice hash mining? You ever use that nice hash quick mining and you see how they have the lines going up and down? Oh, how close you were. None of that matters. It's the exact same thing. All it is showing this high of a share. And obviously the very top is the difficulty share. So if you hit the share that's at the very top, then you get that block because it's a max difficulty share. But the nice hash thing is exactly the same. None of those shares matter unless you hit the block. So does that kind of make sense for you in terms of that? Because I see all the time, oh, look how high of a share I hit. And you know what? It does not matter. Who cares how high your share was? Because it wasn't the block. And, your next share could be the one that finds the block, even though you never came close to a lot of the other guys' shares. So I just wanted to point that out because I see a lot of people actually being misled by that very thing all the time. Yeah, it only takes one share. Exactly. As long as you're sending shares, you have a chance to hit that block. I don't know if it's Satoshi or if it was I can't remember who said it. I saw it on Twitter months ago, and it was a very great statement. Bitcoin mining and solo mining All it is a battle of chips. And some people just have more chips than others, but it comes down to the chip. It's a chip that hits a block. All in these little mini solo miners, you know, some might have one chip, some might have two built into them, whatever, but it's just a battle of chips, and some people just have more chips. But all it comes down to is the one share that is that difficulty for the block. That's all that matters, is that one share. Nothing else. It's cheaper to buy X miner that mine with CPU shell to then mine. Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely, yeah, you don't want to be solo mining Bitcoin. You can solo mine Bitcoin still on CPUs and GPUs, but for the amount of power and stuff that they use, yeah, definitely not worth it. Now imagine, like, I think a CPU is only hashing in like the kilohash or something, like 500 kilohash, maybe less, maybe 20 kilohash. I don't remember, but like maybe it's, yeah, maybe only like 500 hashes. I don't remember what a CPU is mining on Bitcoin, but it's, imagine that if you had free power and you're running like 1 kilohash and you smashed a block on a CPU, that'd be insane, but it's still possible. The odds are definitely zero, like 0.0000000 to the power of 1,001. You know, that could be your odds, but you're still going to send shares and you still have that possibility. So it's crazy. But imagine the guy that found one on a CPU. That would be crazy. Rabbit, I have a feeling you did hit a block, but pool reports you didn't, and they keep your stuff. That, you know, I wouldn't put that past some pools. You know, I would say that problem. Like, I wonder if that's happened to anybody, and that would suck if that ever came to light. But yeah, you got to be really careful because you never know. A pool could do that. That's very, very much a thing. I agree. That probably could have happened to someone for all we know. Alvana Stokabucket says, is it better to try your luck on XMR? I got lucky a few months ago and hit half block when was worth 150. What's a half block? I know a block on XMR is 0.6. It's not a full one or anything. So did you hit a block and you got your 0.6? I don't know what you mean by you had hit a half block. I can't remember, what was it? It was what, a year or two ago when I was solo mining XMR. I hit about 3 or 4 blocks there. I had a little over 2 XMR and just solo mining, so not too shabby. Solo mining though is awesome. So yeah, you hit a block. Yeah, so yeah, you hit a block reward 0.6 due to the tail emissions and stuff. But yeah, you know, solo mining it's fun, especially when you do hit the block. You're like, wow, awesome. What is the best pool recommended by you for Bitcoin mining? Good question. Now, are you referring to solo Bitcoin mining, or are you referring to just mining Bitcoin in general? You know, because that would matter. Now, you know, I'll just do both. If you're solo Bitcoin mining, I would say run your own node, run your own public pool. Now, if you're you don't have any of the stuff to do that, I would use CK pool. They seem to be the ones that everyone's been using that has been hitting the blocks. But when it comes to normal Bitcoin mining, I guess let me just look at the pools right now, see what's all there. Have a quick look here. Mining pool stats button. So I would probably, yeah, I go myself. You know, there's via BTC, they're great. EMCD is great. Also Power Pool mines Bitcoin, and they are not listed on mining pool stats. They like to stay in the bitground in the background here. But for the most part, those are probably my 3 top picks. Would be, you know, via BTC, I've used them. EMCD, I've used them, and Power Pool would be the one. Now, Power Pool gives you the option to mine, like they have script mining and stuff as well. They give you the options to mine other coins or get paid out in other coins. Now, let me just see. Go to Power Pool here for a second. I don't know if my login is in here. And, oh, I got to log in. Hold on. Let me just try to adjust this then. Login. Oh, man, I got to go through all this. Okay. Is that right? Might be. I'm not sure. Let me see here. All right, so I'm logged in online. So, all right, so I'm logged in here, and you can get profitability pool payouts. I don't remember where last month, 24 hours, all-time payouts. Okay, settings maybe. Account, email, API key. You guys are seeing all my stuff. I don't know. Here's my referral list. So if you guys want to use my referral and try this, I'm just going to paste it right here if you guys want to try some power pool option. But I don't remember where the heck pool payouts, where the heck is wallets? Doge, add currency. Okay, so yeah, when you're mining whatever it is that you're mining, you can choose here what you want to get paid in. So you can get paid out in USDC, Kaspa, Digibyte, BTC, Bells, Dash, ETH, Sol, LTC, ETC, CKB, or BCH. So you can choose which coin you want to get paid out in. So obviously you can either pick your stable coin, USDC, or you can just get paid out in Bitcoin while mining, script and everything. So in this case, I have everything. I'm just getting paid out straight out in Dogecoin. Minimum threshold, 200 Doge every 24 hours is what I have mine set at if I hit the threshold. That's what I'm doing, and I'm currently mining script. Now, if I have my Bitcoin miners and stuff on here as well, I could mine Bitcoin and everything, still continue to get paid out in Doge. Or if you're mining Bitcoin and Litecoin, you can get paid, I just want to point out, you can get paid out in any of these coins that you want. And Bitcoin is one of the biggest options for a lot of people. So you can mine the algorithms they support and get paid out in Bitcoin. So just getting started here. Let's just see what all their algorithms they support here. We can see, they got script, SHA-256, so your Bitcoin. I think they also have Bitcoin Cash, but we got Eagle Song, X11, K Heavy Hash, so Kaspa, and obviously an ETC hash. So these are the coins that they support when mining. So this is probably my number one choice for pools to use. And then again, followed by the other ones, ETMC and via BTC are usually the top pools in my mind. You got the KS0 solo to my own node on Kaspa still. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to solo mine though, and for any coin, ultimately the best thing would be to set up your own node and pool and stuff like that for solo mining. So that would be the recommendation when it comes to solo mining. It would be just do your own stuff. What do we got here? I gotta hit a refresh here because it looks like my stream is delayed a bit. There we go. Go back to live chat. There. All right. So now coming back into everything. Alberto Stroke Bucket says, mine was great. I got a first batch one and was taking those profits while they lasted. Nice. Which one, for what was that? Your KS zeros? Okay. What a plop. Never again. I run Umbrella on a mini PC and solo mine BTC to it. Nice. Nerd Beats. That's pretty much what I'm doing as well. I got one of those little mini PCs, and yeah, that's what I got hooked up to. I have a new thing coming. Retro Mike, actually, he did a video on it, so that's what I'm going to be doing too, is the Zima board 2. I don't know if you heard about that. I'll get links and stuff together when that thing shows up. But also the hard drive cage and stuff, so you can throw 2 big drives in it. So I got a 4 terabyte and a something drive. I'm going to slap into that. It'll make sync a little longer, but I can use Retro Mike's pool or his GitHub links and set everything up that way for my own nodes, as well as my own mining pool through Mining Core. So I will be getting that together once it shows up and everything. But I'm pretty excited for that, and I can run multiple solo coins from a node, from the single little. No, oh no, you guys seen me? Uh oh, I got doxed. I gotta end this quick and delete that part. Everyone's probably taking screenshots. Oh, there you go. I failed. I just doxed myself. I just got doxed. Oh no. Stupid thing. I gotta be careful when I play with this now, I guess. Oh well, whatever. Anyway. Oh, that was insane. Replay. Oh yeah, whatever. Pause. Yeah, there you go. Everyone's flocking to it. Everyone's flocking. Whatever. Anyway, continuing on. Any more questions? It happens. Anyway, Is it possible to hit Bitcoin block around 100 terahash without reaching difficulties? We love you. Oh man. What do we got here? Is it podcast? Is it without what? Without reaching difficulties? What do you mean without reaching difficulties? You have to hit the max difficulty share. That's what the block is. So, yeah. Respect. No one docks. Yeah, no one docks, please. Oh man. So anyway, continuing on with our little ordealio here. Hit that like button. You guys better hit that like button for the craziness. Oh, everyone left anyway. Half the viewers are gone. Well, we have been here for an hour and 13 anyway. That's it. I'm gonna blame it on I was tired. I gotta be careful when I drink my water too. Then probably I'll ban the entire chat if I have to. Be nice. Don't forget to. Yeah, I know. I got to do that. Or I can edit that part out later or something. We'll see. But no, do we have any last minute questions though? Because we will wrap this up soon though. But I played it back. Can't really see anything. I know it was quick, but I see the flash. It was a quick one, but yeah, craziness. What do we got? Any last minute questions? Anybody at all? And it's not seeming like it. Why no one mining Grin? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why no one's mining Grin. It always shows up on the GPU's probability, and there's ASICs for it from my Apollo. So that's a weird one. A Grin miner is something I personally, I gotta be honest, I've never tried Grin. I don't know why, but I've never have tried Grin. And yeah, that's a good question. I don't know the answer for that. Face reveal again. Same privacy as Monero. Grin is? Grin's the same privacy? For real? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Bitmain app miner S23 Hydra 3U 1.1 petahash. Is it a good miner to start Bitcoin mining? What your suggest? Oh boy, that's a hydro miner. Those things. It's up to you. If you're rich and you have the infrastructure, go for it because it's a beast of a miner, 100%. But you gotta understand, you need the cooling racks and all that other stuff that goes with it. And that stuff's not cheap. So, yeah, be very careful with that. Scash, breaking news, it's not profitable. Scash, I remember looking through, was it ZX or speaking of ZX, Zedrix or however you pronounce it, the owner of it, remember went down like a couple weeks ago and then it came back up. Supposedly the owner is selling his software and stuff. He's done, but I don't know if it got hacked again or what. Do not log into that website because the guy that's running it says I no longer have control of it and it's a phishing scam. So do not log in to ZX, guys. If you have coins there, that sucks. But yeah, you're gonna get your passwords and stuff. So just don't log in. From last I heard, I forgot about that. I was gonna make a video about it a few days ago. Now I gotta find him, and that's something I should record here very soon. I should probably release that sometime today. But yeah, I'll try to find where he says that and everything, and try to record something because that's pretty important information that I actually forgot about. And I apologize. I'm sorry, but yeah, stay away from that place. I don't know. I got to figure out the details if it's just some scammer guy or if it's like, it doesn't say who it is, but the guy posted somewhere. He says, hey guys, it's not me. It's a phishing scam. Do not use the ZX.com website or whatever the heck it is. Yeah, craziness. What do we got here? Prepare some money if you don't want to be tall piece pet lap. Yeah. What are those things called? I can't remember what those things are called. What the heck are they called? Ransomware. That's what it is. God, can get ransomware now. Breaking news is government is open now. Probably the guys that run the fake ZX brought the domain. Maybe bought the domain. That's that makes sense too. You know, wouldn't put it past them, obviously. Can't remember what he was selling it for. Like the code and the servers and everything. He was and helping them set it up. For whoever wants, I think it's like 50, is it 25 or $50,000? And then if you wanted some other part of it, so there'd be an extra 5,000. I can't remember what it was, but like it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. And that's just for a small exchange. So yeah, that's crazy. Check Discord, Rav. I got something for you, Spec. Yeah, I bet. I'll check it after. I'll check it after. Anyway, guys, so yeah, we've been here for almost an hour and a half. Nice little live stream. Do appreciate all you guys for showing up to it, and I will see you guys on the next one. Rabid out. Yeah, that howl sucked.